مساء الخير ومساء السعادة. يا مرحبا فيكم اليوم جميعا. Hi everyone, I'm really glad that to see you all. Hi, how are you? Sorry for being late. Thank you very much. Today our subject is very, very important, especially for those using the social media too much and using whatever is digital online. So really I'm glad to see you all. I will write now the subject of this workshop. Okay, it's the positive digital citizenship. Yeah. Okay, values. Okay, post it. And so really I'm glad to talk today about this very important subject, especially for everyone using the online. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Wala Al-Shahi. I am an engineer and also I am a life coach and a trainer, and really thank you to be with us today to discuss this very, very important subject, which is the positive digital citizenship values. Of course, in UAE we find the most important law that we put it for using the online. This has come not to hold us, this has come to control the way that we use the online. And this is also reflect us in front of all the world, how we can use it safely and peacefully, and we will not be we will not judge anyone on the social media, because this is what is starting the problems, starting raising between each other. So today we will discuss the point and this and the values, which is very important to be inside us. We use it in our words, we use it in our talking and speech, we use it in our post, we use it also in anywhere we represent us and our country on anything on the digital life and the smart life we are coming to, because this will not be a pieces life or a different life. Today we are living the online life and the social media life and everything. It is a part of our life, it's a part of our kids' life, it's a part of our working life. So we need to respect first ourselves, we need to respect the rules, we need to show everyone how we are responsible for whatever we are posting, and also the thinking and the thoughts we are giving to all the world. In UAE, we always leading the things. We always starting to put the view for the future. We always have this value to build on. It's not only to show, it's to complete our life in the society. We need to build this one because we need the safer life for us and for the new generation coming in the future. So when our leaders, of course they are our leaders, who starting putting the seeds on our life and in our mind, how to do the things in the in the society, on the digital life, on everything in our life. So they start putting this very special thing in our minds, and they also encourage us to be signed on this value and the citizenship for the digital and online positivity values. there are many values, and in this citizenship there are 10 important values. We will discuss them all, and we will talk about the most important thing, how to use it, how to reflect it in our life, how to do these things to be the lifestyle, not something we are like holding ourselves or we feeling like we are in a cage. No, these things is making our life more easier, more respectable for ourselves and for the community we are living in. We represent our country, especially UAE, in this citizenship. And also the Ministry of the quality of the digital life, okay, this having that quality to be built in, because they understand the digital life and the smart life and the life for the like the region, for the smart engineering and the smart life is coming on, and the generation coming on. This is the way they build it on us, the way they teach us how to use it. They teach us how to live with it, but live with it with all the world, not only us, not only in your house. You reflect that in your house to your kids with your words. Now you have all the words in just a small piece in your hand. You can hear, you can see, you can live what they doing, you can know what they are the other countries doing in there, in that small piece in your hand. Whatever it was, it's iPad, iPhone, phones, tabs, computer, laptops, everything. It's making this. For whom they are asking about our topic today, I pinned the topic with the name of the ministry, okay, and it is the positive digital citizenship value. It is the digital footprint, and what is the positivity from this one, and when we put this law and put this citizenship for all the community. First of all, we will talk about the Emirati legacy. For this one, we remain loyal to our tradition, to our UAE. We save and serve our role and model for the values in our tradition, even in the digital world. As I told you, you are like a mirror. You are like a mirror. When you reflect, you will reflect that. Your country, yourself, what you raise on, your family, your religion, whatever you put in there, you will reflect it there. From one word, even if you have a one picture with no word, you will reflect it there. Easier to anyone can recognize what is this. So for me today, I am really grateful that I am a one citizen from UAE and represent my country in everywhere in the world. So when I did this, I have to be grateful, first of all, really grateful that I raised in a country, put that seed from the scratch of my nails, that I started with this main values in my life. The ethics and the values which make me that I know my country very well, even in the digital life, even in the digital society. This is what we have to reflect. This is what we have to do, to reflect the beauty of this one on the digital as we reflected on the real life. Because as I said, the digital life, it becomes a part of our life. It takes a time from us. It takes many things from us to be there, on the, especially in the social media. We have the digital, number two, the digital reputation. To best represent my country and promote it and repeat this in the social media. The repetition for my country in the social media. It's very important. It's very important that the name of your country, when it is shown there, it's very important to show the right thing. It's very important to show the real about your country. It's very important that you will not separate that from the digital life and or the digital society and the real life, because this is the same. If you are in UAE and if you are UAE citizen and if you are living in UAE, you are the best to show to everyone. We are not only number one and we want to be a number one, we want to lead. We want to be there for others to do what we are doing to serve the community. We want the other to see what we are doing. Maybe they will make it more, but we started. Like I said in the beginning, in our country, we put the seed. We put the seed in this land. The land is us. This is the land, the real land. To plant is us. So in UAE, with this value, and the very important that we are taking care for whatever we have in our life in UAE. Our leaders, they guide us where to go and what to do. And they see that in their vision. We are building now our 50 coming years vision, which is a part of this smart life, which is the part for the coming future life, which is the part of the digital life. So this value for the citizenship, with this positive, how to use it, it's the most important thing that we take this guidance to our life and to our child and kids and to our community and all the world. Number 3 is to respect others. Yes, in UAE, we are not living alone. There is more than 200 nationalities in UAE. 200 different nationalities, different colors, different tongue language, different area, different religion. That we have to respect it. That we learn from our, of course, fathers and mothers and grandfathers and grandmothers, but also we learn from our leaders. That we, all of us, living under the sky for UAE and also under the peace of UAE. Yes, here we live this. So what I want to tell you, we have to respect each other. We have to respect each other opinion. Maybe I'm not following him. Maybe I'm not agree with what she or he said. Maybe. But this is his point of view. I will respect it. Even I disappointed, I will respect it. But disappointed, it is my opinion. Okay, I can't talk about it without pointing by names, without pointing by someone, even without pointing if we are like on advertisement or marketing, as we know that the digital life and the social media especially, it's making a big business for many people, and they starting marketing on the digital life and start marketing on the social media. So in this one, we were not pointing a project. We were not pointing a person by his name. If I disagree with his point of view, I will disagree, but I will tell my point of view from my area with respective. Yes, I need to respect others. I need to respect their countries. I need to respect their tradition. I need to respect their language. I need to respect their colors. I need to respect their religions. In UAE, we all live together. Many people live in UAE, and when you ask them why you still living here long that time and you didn't go back to your country, he said, UAE is my country. How that make us feeling? How this make us really grateful for what our fathers and our leaders did for this country. We are really grateful for that. So we will go to the other point, which is the positive investment to use the digital world and to enhance the skills and keep everything on that change online with the UAE vision. Here we're talking about the UAE vision. So we use this one. The best investment, we use it from the digital life or the digital world. As I told you, many people, they use it for marketing and business. And nowadays, we know that some people, they are branding on the digital social media. The way they marketing. It is the easiest way now to market. But when you know how to market for your product, when you know how to market for yourself, both, it's not only one thing. You need to market for your product as well. You need to market for yourself. This is very important. As I said, you're reflecting yourself. So if you are marketing for the product, but your word and your body language is not matching with that, you think I will believe you? You think that? No one will believe you. If you're marketing, you need your soul to be in there. You need to talk from heart to reach people's hearts. This is the main thing in this one. This is the way that you reach and invest in a good way on the social media or the digital world. Also, it is not only investment on business or on a products. You are a product. You invest in yourself by learning something new, by teaching, as we did now. We have teaching people and from this account and from the ministry and a lot of also the influencers on the social media. They use the social media to put this part of learning. We learn many things. We learn cooking. We learn motivation things. We learn about the positivity. We learn about happiness. We learn about improving ourselves. All this from the social media. But when you invest good in yourself and the time you are using on the digital world, then we will go for the credibility, to make sure to content the sharing or receiving is credible and always to be reliable source. This is what is very important. We need to understand. When we receive information or we receive messages, especially when we have something happening in the world, every day we receive on all the social media, on the WhatsApp, messages, everywhere. We're receiving every day many things of messages. About myself, when I receive any message, I keep this message with me. I read it. If really I decide to send it to someone, I have to know the real source of this message. Thanks God, in UAE, we have many societies that they know, and their work, it's just to keep this thing under control. And they will know the original source of these messages. Many messages, of course, as we know, they have a lot of things and lies and bad things, bad pictures, even bad content. It doesn't be like, practical to put this content on the social media, all the digital world, because we have kids, we have teenagers, we have younger people. All this will see this content. So we need to be respectful to what content we are putting there. We will not tell except the truth coming from the correct and real source from this information. This is very important, especially when something happens in the world. Also, we have the responsibility and the regulations. We need to be responsible. We need in the digital world and also following the rule and the regulation. This is very important. In UAE, we have a lot of regulations. We have a lot of rules they put it for us. One of them, of course, the positive citizenship values. the one we are reading the part of it. And this one, even if we will go to the website of the Digital Willing Council, you will find all the details you needed about this one. You will find all the interviews with our leaders regard the important, okay, for the digital world and the importance of these values we are discussing today. So this is a responsibility on us. This is a responsibility on us. So we need to understand the rules. We need to understand the regulations putting there. We need to understand where I need to be. Where is my red line? Yes, you are free to talk. You are free to put your pictures. You are free to do things. But even the freedom need to be controlled. Yes, need to be controlled, because if you lose the control in many things in your life, it will be a mess in your life, especially in the social media, especially in the digital world. It's very dangerous if we don't have a control. And thanks God that we are in UAE having these rules, having the regulations, having the societies that taking care also of this one, having the ministry taking care also for the digital life. This is the peace we are living in. This is what makes us feel peace in everything we are doing in our life. And the digital ethics. The digital ethics to contribute and eliminating any content that is inconsistent with the ethics and the human value. This is also very important. You have that ethics. You build yourself from the beginning with this ethics. You have to follow your ethics. You have to be parallel with your ethics, your own ethics, your life ethics. You have everyone should have ethics for himself, the way he's living his life. So you cannot go across your ethics and go away. You cannot keep these ethics away, because it is very important that we are following rules and also the ethics. And very important to know that these ethics, it's building you, building the community, building your family, your kids. This is that the way. For me, I imagine the ethics is my road. Yes, the road I am walking on. As my ethics is clear, okay, that I can following and I have peacefully and reach my goals very easy. So this is the way you will be on the digital world and even on the social media life. This is the way that you can understand how you can living on the digital world. Last, balance your usage. Yes, dear. Nowadays, because our work from distance, the learning from distance, many things happen now to be on the online or on the internet or using the digital media or the social media most of the time. We are sitting in front of our tabs, laptops, phones most of the time. Our life become on the digital life more of the reality life. This is what we have to be equal, or at least you have to balance your life between the real life and the digital life. I will not tell stop using the phones or don't use your laptop or you don't use your computer and these things. No. Because we need it all the time. Most of the time we having our phone, it is our laptop, it is our phone, and it is the digital, and it is my email, everything is there. Okay? But what I want to say, don't lose your life, the real life, instead of that digital life. Or because you are all your time on the digital life. I will give you a tip. Before I have that media or even phones detox, as we use the detox to clean our body from all, toxins and from all the bad things happen inside, we use it the same way for the phones and for the digital life or even the digital world. You give yourself like one day, if it's too much, at least in 1 month, use a half day, like 12 hours, if you can, of course, or you use it less if you cannot to keep it for 12 hours, for 6 hours. We start with less. This detox will help you to know yourself, will help you to go inside yourself. It will help you to increase the things you're using while you are using the phones and internet. Because we are using the internet too much and we're using the media and the social media too much and we are living inside digital worlds, we are busy here. We didn't see the real life. We didn't enjoy the relationship between us and between our families. We don't know too much about our kids, about our families. We don't know many things about our friends. We don't enjoy even when we go outside or traveling. We are living behind the screen because all the time, most of the time, all the time, we are just taking pictures, taking videos and taking snap, taking screenshot, taking this one, and this is our life behind the screens. We didn't taste and enjoy the real life. We didn't feel the real life. We use it. By the time we will lose our feelings, because in the screens sometimes you are acting your feelings. Maybe you don't feel good, but you have to smile in front of the screen because of your followers. So you are doing some work maybe for business, so you're living behind. Okay, but sometimes you need to live your own feelings. So you have to give yourself this time, the real time. So my tips for this one, to use the detox from the social media and the digital world. This one will help you a lot. Also, for this one now, I finish all the values for the positive values for the citizenship, for the digital life, of course, the citizenship values. But I want to say for you all, you are here, of course, I'm really grateful for you and for your time. The time we are taking from us and from our life on the social media, we have to gain from it. So you need to be selective. What I need to see, what I need to hear, what I need to put and think in my life. When you use the social media or the digital world, don't be like a follower. Be your own in your thinking. Be your own in your point of view. Be your own fingertip. Yes, be your own. Allah putting you in this life special by your own. You are special in your own footprint for everything in you. Your hand, your genes, your blood. This is very important. To be balanced in using, yes, and to be selective. Select what you want to see, really you want to see. Because some of us, yes, they going inside the social media, especially before sleeping. And they open the screens, most of us doing this, and we are seeing things we don't need to see. But we don't know that these things we are seeing before we sleep, especially the 5 minutes before we sleep, it is the most important time that you needed to rest, you needed to put your goals, that you needed to relax, that you need to be smiled for this life. This is the very, very important time. So use it right. Relax yourself, relax your mind, relax your eyes from the tabs and from the digital devices we use, even from the digital world. So this is the way how to respect others. This is the way how to respect using the things, because everything in life have two sides, the good side and the bad side. Let us say the white side and the black side. But you are here for your world. It is there for your decision. You are the one taking that decision to use it in the good way or to use it in the bad way. It is your finger that click on that screen to check or choose whatever he will post. This is you behind this screen. Influence for others, whatever subject you want to put it there, or whatever product you want to be there. Be honest with yourself. This is the most important thing. Before you be honest to your followers, be honest to yourself. Be honest to your words. This is the most important thing. We need to use it there. Actually, this is a digital life. As I said, it's a part of our life. It's a part for what we are living here now. Around all the world, it is there. We have to live it. We have to go with it. We have to understand it. Respect our rules. Respect our ethics. Be ourselves. And represent our tradition and represent our country in the good way that you want to reflect it to all the world. We need to represent what our leaders build it on us and show how is that good fruit coming from this plant. Thank you everyone. I'm really grateful for everything here today and the nice comments I read it through this session. And who's to asking why it is not in Arabic? We did that one last week in Arabic for the same subject, but today we did it for English. So we have to send this good message for all the users speaking Arabic or speaking English. And this is what we have, that's what we said. And this is our subject. We need to represent what we have learned from our leaders. So today we do it in English. Yes. So if anyone having any question, I would be very happy to answer that. Yes. Thank you, Badriya. Thank you for your comment. Thank you, Salam. Thank you very much. يعطيك العافية بدرية. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So I hope that if someone having any question, thank you. يعطيكم العافية. جزاكم الله خير. اوكي. النصيحة للأطفال بقولها بالعربي وعقب بقولها بالإنجليزي. تمام. شمعة الدار I think. ولا منو اللي طلب النصيحة؟ سالم المزروعي. تمام. النصيحة اللي بقولها للأطفال أن الطفل مهم جدا تعرفون أن الأطفال أنهم ما ياخذون النصيحة بكلامنا. يعني أنك تروح وتأمره ما بياخذ هاي النصيحة منك أبدا وما بيسمعها. هو بيكون في داخله ردة فعل عكسية اللي هي أنه يعاند، أن ما بيقبل منك هاي النصيحة. لكن الأطفال تتعلم بالنموذج والقدوة. So I said regard the kids, when we have to tell them an advice or suggest them something, they will not listen to what we said or what we order them or what we want to give a comments for them. The kids, they need a pattern. They need the real picture from them. So what you want to tell your kids, you have to do it before. Like when you want to teach the kids that they need to pray, you pray in front of them. That you want your kids to do something good, you do it before them. So they will see the parents, because the parents, they are the first step in their life. The house and the family is the first step to teach this is the first school for the kids. So when you want him to do something, first do it by yourself. Like when you tell your kids, don't use the iPad. Enough for using the iPad. We put it in another way. First of all, they all the day using the tabs and the iPads and the devices, the smart devices for learning maybe. So we will make something. We will do some activities for the afternoon. We will tell them, okay guys, come, let us go to have a walk in somewhere, or let us do some exercises, or let us go to the kitchen to cook some cakes. So here I take them away from the devices. So I did it for myself first of all, and then my kids will following me. So this is the right way that to encourage the kids to do the things. This is the right way to make them do the things. When you do it first, they will see the real picture in front of them, then they will do it. Okay. Okay, we will want to watch our kids, or even the like controlling. I want to tell this fast because the lifetime. Okay, it's very important that they have their own space. Give them their own space. They need to know that you are respecting them. They need to know that you are understand them, and you have a faith on them, and you trust them. This is very important. مهم جدا ان اطفالنا يحسون ان احنا حملناهم مسؤولية، ان انا اعطيتهم الامان، ان انا اثق فيهم، وان انا فعلا فخورة بما يفعلون. هني لما اعطي هذه المساحة، لان لكل انسان مساحة، لما انت تاخذ منه مساحته فانت تخنقه، فالخنق هذا هو اللي يخليهم يبعدون. فانا دائما اقول في التعامل مع الاطفال مهم جدا نعطيهم المساحة ونعطيهم الثقة، ونبين لهم ان انا اعطيك، نعم، انك تكون مهم جدا قد هاي الثقة، لان ثقتك في ابنك هي اللي بتعطيه مساحته الصحيحة. تمام؟ فنعطيهم المساحة، نعطيهم الثقة والمسؤولية، ونبين لهم اني انا اعطيتك الثقة، فكون قد ثقتي فيك، وكون قد تحمل هذه المسؤولية. تمام؟ الأطفال أفهم عنه لأنهم لهم برضو مركزين. The focus of the kids using the digital world, or even the social media things or the online things, because they are focused on these things. They doesn't have any interruption in their minds. So are they focusing on the subject they are searching on, or even they are focusing on the subject they are want to show that they can do it by themselves. Yeah, and they want to show us. سعيدة جدا اني كنت وياكم اليوم. I'm really happy that I am with you today, everyone. I really grateful for everyone. I really grateful for the ministry for doing this one, and the foundation, of course. And I want to thank everyone being today with us, and for the Arabic lecture. It was last week. This today the English one, to share the same information or more of the information for everyone to understand the importance of and the positive of the digital footprint for everything in our life. Thank you everyone, and really I am grateful to be with you everyone today. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Goodbye.